What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about what Norwegians think about skiing. So today, I want to take a look at this Reddit discussion where somebody asked, "How did you learn to ski?" I'm very interested in learning, and I'm curious about when and how Norwegians learn skiing. Everyone seems to do it. It's like it's in your DNA. You all manage to walk and slide across icy roads so easily in the winter. I was very impressed. So, this person apparently lives or is visiting Norway and has noticed how really good everybody is at skiing and navigating the ice in the winter. Did you hire a skiing instructor or did your parents teach you? That's a good question for me too. In America, you a lot of Americans don't know how to ski or snowboard. There's not that many mountains and ski resorts in America. You have to kind of travel to get to them. And then it's like, how many times a year are you going to do that? Maybe once, maybe twice, probably once a year, maybe. So Americans, we only get to ski if we really go out of our way, like once a year. So it's hard to be any good. And you definitely would get a ski instructor for most people if you're going to try to learn. And so, from what I understand, skiing is very important in the Norwegian culture. So, today, I thought it would be fun to hear from Norwegians. When did you learn how to ski? And what are your thoughts on skiing in general? What does skiing mean to you as a Norwegian? So let's take a look here at some of the answers. Norwegians are born with skis on their feet. It severely complicates the childbirth. Oh my god. I've heard this phrase before. Is this something that you really say in Norway? You're born with skis on your feet. So, does everyone in Norway basically have to ski? Is it like you're being forced to ski? Or do you enjoy it? What if you're a Norwegian and you don't really care for skiing? Is that possible? Is that against the law? um, we grow up that way. We learn to ski at a very young age, and we're taught by our parents. Wow. That's how I learned to ski. That's how my kids learned it. Wow, you learned to ski as children. Wow. See, this is just so incredibly different to America. Here in America, like most of us go skiing or snowboarding when we're I went for the first time when I was a teenager. When I was already like 16 years old. That was the first time I ever touched a ski or a snowboard. Um, and I was terrible. That's terrible. Constantly falling down. It's really discouraging. It's actually kind of hard. And that's the normal experience for most Americans. I guess there's some Americans out there who live near ski slopes or ski resort. That's kind of unusual, but those Americans, maybe there's some that are good at skiing, but for most Americans, skiing is just this fringe, unique activity that we might do once a year or less. In Norway, you're learning at a very young age. If you start no later than the age 3, it's amazing what you know by age 10. You're starting at age 3? You're skiing at 3 years old? Oh my god. No wonder Norwegians are so good at skiing. Oh my gosh. That's incredible. It's probably like, man, it's funny how different we view it in America. A lot of Americans would think that's too dangerous to let children ski, but obviously it works out fine in Norway, and I think it's good for you, and it's a athletic activity, and I bet Norwegians are so used to small children skiing. You must think it's ridiculous that Americans think you shouldn't ski that young. Yeah, a lot of Americans would think it's too dangerous for children. Yeah, wow. But man, this is why Norwegians are so good at skiing. You start when you're 3 years old? Oh my gosh. What is this? Norden lær neken kvinn å spinne. What? Can I get a translation? Let me try to pull up a. Here we go. Translation. This means distress teaches naked women to spin. What? Huh? What are we saying here? What does that mean? Okay. Is this like a Norwegian saying or something? Naked women. What? To get to and from the cabin in winter was a couple of kilometers to ski. It was either you ski or you freeze to death. What? Is this what Norway is like? Is this what it's like? In Norway, if you're trying to get to your cabin in the winter, it's a couple of kilometers away. You have no choice but to ski. Oh my god. Really? You start with skis and no poles on flat ground. Oh, is that the trick? No poles? I would have thought that poles make it easier. Do the poles, is that advanced? Using the poles? Huh. What else do we have here? This is really interesting, hearing from a Norwegian point of view. Why no poles? To learn keeping balance on the skis. That's how, I can't remember how I learned it, but you learn with no poles. I learned cross-country skiing so young that I can't remember not doing it. I can't believe how young Norwegians learn to ski. This is not a joke. This is not a stereotype. It's real. Norwegians are born on skis. Well, at least maybe when you're 3 years old. That is. I've never seen a 3-year-old skiing before. Wow. That is deeply ingrained in the Norwegian culture then. That being said, my technique is not good at all. I ski a couple times a year, so I get where I need to go, but I'm not that fast or graceful. Okay. Very honest. So a lot of Norwegians out there, I had the picture in my mind that Norwegians are just all skiing all the time, every day. It's like, okay, some Norwegians only ski a couple times a year. So, okay, not everyone has to ski. I'm not sure. I've always done it in the winter. I have no recollection of learning. Just like how you don't remember when you learned to walk. Norwegians learn to ski. Just like how you learn to walk. That says it all. That says it all right there. I would recommend taking individual lessons or joining a club. Huh. Ski foreningen? What does that mean? Ski foreningen? Huh? What does this word mean? Let me go back to the translation. The Ski Association. Oh. Is well organized. It has some discounts if you become a member. Oh, ski. That's cool. So in Norway, you can kind of join a skiing club. That's kind of a nice way to socialize and to get exercise as well. Otherwise, taking a package holiday that includes instructions, skis, tours is good and fun. Okay, nice. Skiing was forced upon me as a toddler. I haven't touched a pair of skis since I was 8. I hate it. with every inch of my being, oh my god, is this a Norwegian? Is this legal? Is he going to get arrested for saying this? Skiing was forced upon me. I haven't touched skiing since I was 8, and I hate it. So, this is the first time I'm seeing a Norwegian who does not like skiing. I mean, you would think in an entire country of millions of people, there's got to be some Norwegians who aren't into the whole skiing thing. I get it. I've just never met one before. No, you're not alone. Last time I had skis was 30 years ago. Oh, wow. Wow. You didn't go on ski trips at school? What? You have skiing trips during school? Like when you're growing up, going to school, you get to go skiing? Really? that's cool. Yeah, in American school, we don't get to go on trips skiing, having fun. What? Wow, that's how you know it's important in Norwegian culture. When it's part of the school curriculum. What? Someone put skis on me when I was a toddler. Other than that, getting the techniques down was watching more experienced skiers and practice. I do not know how I learned to ski. I was only 3 or 6 years old. Oh my god. This is so funny to me. This is amazing. So, for most Norwegians, you have no memory of learning to ski because you learn at such a young age. That's so funny. I remember learning to snowboard because I was already like 16 years old. What a difference. I was a bit old compared to my kids. They had their first experience skiing before they were 2. No way. No way. There's Norwegians learning to ski that are younger than 2. You can barely stand up. Norwegians are just different. Oh my god. My best tip is just go for it. Do it on a flat surface. Fall over, get up again. Try a small hill. Fall over again. I guess yeah, that's how I understand that. That's how being good at anything works. You got to fail. But I am just shocked at how young Norwegians are when you ski. That explains why Norway is so good at the Winter Olympics. Why there's so many Norwegian skiing champions and gold medalists. Norwegians are almost born, literally, with skis on your feet. 2 years old. Downhill, just practice. Cross country, I hated as a kid. I never got the hang of it. Cross country skiing, how is that different? That's just long distance? That's just skiing a long distance? Is that... Well, he's saying that's more difficult. Is it because you just need to be in better shape, better fitness? We start young. Ski days in school also help. Ski days at school? Really? I hate skiing, but I know how to do it, like I know how to walk. So there's some Norwegians who hold a bit of resentment towards skiing. You were kind of forced to ski, and then as adults you don't like it and you don't do it. But it sounds like whether you like it or not, most Norwegians can ski. It's like walking. You are taught to ski. I mean, it's even you do it in school. I didn't. I'm a snowshoe user. Really? This is the one Norwegian who doesn't ski. I'm 40 years old. I can't really ski. I've always hated it. And lack of exposure led me not knowing how to do it. Oh. Really? It seems like in Norway, if you don't like skiing or you don't know how to ski, you're sort of an outsider. Like, if you can't go on these school skiing trips, you can't go skiing with your friends, or if you need to travel 2 kilometers to your cabin. But joking aside, this was really fun for me. I've never heard Norwegians discuss skiing before. It's really interesting. Skiing is totally different in Norway. It is on another level. You're taught as a very small young child. Everybody seems to do it. You do it during school sometimes. You need to do it to travel around Norway sometimes. In America, there's just no need for it. There's no need and there's no culture or history of it here. So it's kind of a niche sport. Not many Americans know how to ski. So this is kind of fun for me to hear how drastically different it is in Norway. It's pretty cool. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment. If you're Norwegian, what are your thoughts on skiing? When did you learn how to ski? Do you enjoy skiing and the skiing culture in Norway? That'd be really cool to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Norway and learning about Norwegian culture, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.